Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to Miss Aya's class. So, how are you today? I hope you guys are in good condition today. Okay, let me introduce myself first. So, my name is Haya Nuron Najma, and I'm from the English Education Department at Sebelas Maret University. And in this video, I'm going to share with you about an interesting topic, which is recontext, basically personal experience. Do you already know what recontext is? So, a recontext is a type of text that retells event or experience from the past. And in this lesson, we will focus on recontext that describe personal experience. Okay, before we dive deeper into recontext, I'll show you what you learn from watching this video. So by the end of these lessons, you will be able to, the first one is understand what recontext is and its characteristic, write a recontext about your personal experience, organize a recontext with the correct structure, and present your personal experience in written form using English. Okay, before we begin, think about this. What is the most exciting personal experience you've ever had? Whether it's when you go on vacation with your friends, or whether it's when you go to grandma's house, or maybe when you go on vacation with your families. And are you ready to share your personal experiences in recontext? Let's find out together. Okay, so the first one, I'm going to explain what recontext is, the purpose and the structures. So the first one is the definition. So recontext is a text which retells events or experience in the past. So it can be, you can tell the stories of your holidays, or maybe you can tell your stories about vacation on grandma's house. So it's happened in the past. Okay, and then the next one is the purpose or social function. So the social function of a recontext is to communicate past events or experience in a clear chronological manner. So the purpose of recontext is usually to inform others or to share a story. Okay, so the next one is a recontext generally has three main parts. So the first one is orientation, and then the next one is events, and then the last one is reorientation. So we're going to talk about one by one. The first one is the orientation. So the orientation sets the scene by providing background information about who, what, when, where, and why. And then the events part, it narrates the sequence of action, experience, or occurrences in chronological order, such as on the first day, after, and etc. And then the last one is reorientation. So reorientation is provide closure or reflection on the events that has described. Okay, now let's take a look at a simple example of a recontext about my personal experience. So the title of my recontext is My Holiday to Karimun, Jawa. And then the first paragraph is, I will read the text. So, this was my first experience going to Karimun, Jawa. It was so fun. I was so excited days before the trip. I went there by my friends. We had the holidays last month from April 21 to April 22. We went there by ferry. And then the next paragraph. We departed from Jepara in the morning so we could spend more time in the afternoon exploring the islands. Once we got there, we got taken straight to the hotel where we had lunch. The next thing to do was enjoying the sunset at Bukit Love Karimun, Jawa. It was amazing. As soon as the sky got darker, we went back to the hotel. We had dinner before we continued our activity. We explored the hotel premises. And then the next paragraph. The next day, we did other activities. We went snorkeling after the finish our breakfast. We had a chance to have our picture taken with beautiful fish and coral reefs there. I also spent time swimming with sharks. It was both exciting and thrilling. We went back to the hotel once we finished all the activities. We packed before we left the islands. And then the last paragraph. Although it was a short holiday, we enjoyed ourselves and it was really fun. Okay, now can you guess the structure of my recon text? So this is the structure of my recon text. So the first paragraph is orientation, the second and the third is events, and the last one is reorientation. As you can see, my recon text starts with an orientation. It's about who is doing the activity, where and when. Then describe the events that happens and end with the reflection or conclusion about the experiences. Okay, now we will learn about what is the language feature used in recon text. So the first one is simple past tense. And then why do we use simple past tense? It's because the text that recon text is happened in the past. And we'll learn about the simple past tense in our next meeting, inshallah. And then the next language feature is using conjunction or connector such as and, so, once, before, after, and etc. And using adverb of time, it is explain the time when did the writer do the experience. And then the last one is using action verb. So this is describe the action, activities or events that took place during the recorded experience. Example: swimming, exploring, and departed, and etc. Okay, now we will see the differences between recon text and narrative text. Have you ever heard of narrative text? So, a recon text is different from a narrative text. While recon text focus on telling about past events or experiences, a narrative text is usually meant to entertain or convey a moral lesson. So, both text takes place in the past, but the narrative text has the goal of conveying the moral of the story, and in recon text, we focus more on sharing real-life experiences. Okay, now I want you to think about one interesting event that has happened to you. Can you describe it in recon text? Try to include the orientation, events, and reorientation in your writing. Alright guys, we've learned today about recon text, especially how to read about personal experiences in an organized way. Remember, there are three parts of recon text. The first one is orientation, events, and the last one is reorientation. Okay, now I hope you can starting write your own recon text about your personal experiences. Think about the most memorable events that tell the story in English. The more you practice, the easier it will be read your text well. Okay, so for the next task, I want you to write a recon text about a personal experience, whether it's a vacation, a family event, or any other memorable moment. Don't forget to follow the structure we've learned today and submit your writing in the comment. I will be happy to read your recon text and I will reply to your work. Okay, I think that's all for me. Thank you for watching this video. I hope today's lesson was helpful and will assist you in writing recon text. I look forward to seeing your work. Keep up the great work and see you in the next lesson. Bye bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.